They got like a double XL?
Yeah, I'll look into it.
No.
Gotta wear it for press time.
Yeah, I know. No one else has offered me anything else. All right, we got a couple things. Obviously, Jalen's here. We expect him. He'll be on the field. We'll work him back into it. Dante will still be working on his side. He's been doing a good job, with his rehab. And then obviously the roster move. So, we brought Michael Dunn in. He spent last season with the Rams. Then we signed DeAndre Goolsby, an undrafted rookie who spent time with the Lions for tight end. And then obviously we waived injured Brandon Thomas, and we waived Andrew East, the long snapper. So basically, you still got Marquise and Dante will be on the side working. Yannick got poked in the eye the other day, so it's a little swollen, nothing bad. We're just going to keep him in, so you won't see him out. And then, obviously Greenidge and Niles Paul. We're trying to see if those guys can go. They're close, but, we didn't know if they were going to go today. And then Telvin Smith was excused today. He had to handle something, personal business, so he took care of that, so he won't be out there. And everyone else will be out there. And, that was one of the things. We're looking at the two tight ends not being able to practice. And we wanted to bring in a tight end. So we, had to wait for him to clear a physical, or else we wouldn't have had him for practice. And I don't want to, and then we don't have the two receivers practicing. So I just moved practice back so we can get some extra players, on the field. And also, Pat Flaherty and Tony Sperano Jr. obviously have personal situations going on. So I'll be working with the line today.
Are you excited about that? Are you being over there?
I'm more excited than they are, I can tell you that. I'm probably some of those guys know me, but the other guys don't. So I'm sure the older guys that have been here are getting them schooled up on it.
Having Jalen back, just him being here.
Yeah, it's good when everyone's together. Everyone's back in, and everyone's in a good place mentally, like we talked about before. Having that balance, in your life, making sure everything's good at home, making sure everyone's okay, making sure everything's everything's set. Then you get here, and then you can focus and put your mind on what you need to do. So, it's always good when you get everyone back in here, and I'm glad everything worked out well.
How long do you think it'll take before he's full participant? Do you have to do like 2 practices to kind of get him acclimated?
For what?
For full participant practice the whole time.
Oh, we'll wait and see how he is. I'm sure he's in great shape. I mean, knowing that. So, today we just want to be, just ease him back in. We don't want to throw him out there on the field and, have him do everything right off the bat. And that's what we would do with anyone.
Did you kind of know in advance that he would probably miss 4 games? Did he kind of indicate that to you earlier?
He would what?
Miss 4 games, 4 practices.
Oh, 4. I was going to say 4 games. Yeah. I didn't know. Yeah, I mean, have he and I talked about that? Oh yeah, we talked about that from last year. So we talked about it from last year. They were in communication. We had a couple of different plans depending on when the baby was due. So it was no problem at all. We knew it. We were all prepared for it.
You went up there and visited him. Do you feel like you're starting
I didn't visit him.
to build a relationship? Well, yeah. However,
I got a home up there.
Okay. So you feel like you're building a relationship with Jalen, like in a positive way?
I hope I'm building a relationship with all the players in a positive way. I don't think I pick, if I'm somewhere, if I'm like in L.A., like I'd always tell Malik, hey, if I come out to L.A., I might give you a call and get together. If I'm somewhere, and the players are around, why wouldn't I, just give them a call, see how they're doing, and what's going on. I mean, Tennessee, the reason I'm right there, I'm literally 20 minutes. From where he is. So, it was just easy to pop in, but there was more to it than that. It was, his dad, Lamont works with the kids, so, I got a chance to speak to a bunch of, youth inner city type kids, which, is one of the things that I try to do a lot of. I'm an inner city kid myself, so, I think the more you can get out there, and if you have some time, and you're supposed to be on vacation and everything like that. But I like to be able to go out there and do things. When I have a minute. I was fortunate that my family was, they had a lot going on, but it was always easy for me to get away, and do that.
In those settings, does the player-coach relationship kind of morph to more friends?
I don't have any friends.
I'll be friends.
I don't have any friends. No, I have enough friends. It's a player-coach relationship. You know, I mean, am I there to support them and do that? Yeah. I mean, I don't think any of those guys want to hang out with me. Nobody wants to hang out with me.
But they're receptive of it when you reach out and say, hey, I'm in town. You want to get together.
Yeah, because they know I'm going to buy it. They know I'm going to buy the meal. That's why I get invited a lot. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Coach, you're out here. Come on out. Hey, we'll grab something. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, okay. Make sure you bring your wallet, right? All right, I got it.
Obviously, you work.
It doesn't change. It doesn't change. You guys all know that. Right?
Sure. Obviously, you've worked with the offensive line before, but is this give you a new insight to be that close to him again?
I'm never getting that close to those guys.
Insight.
I just think for what's best for the team is that this way no one has to shuffle and do everything. You know, I could easily go out there and do it. I just hope I don't screw it up, right? I mean, you can't get fired. I can't fire myself, you know. So
where are you at in the SAM competition right now?
the what competition?
The strong side linebacker.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think I'm early on it. You know what I'm saying? I think it's early, and we'll just work it through, and until we get out there and start playing, and I think it'll start showing itself more.
Will Blair Brown continue to get reps there?
He could. We like to get him settled in right there. We really feel he's a good, off the ball backer there, and I think that we can, see what we want to have on the ball. It's just the beginning of camp, so it's early yet, and they got injuries, you got other things that can potentially happen. We just want to make sure we're putting our players in the best position, where if anything happens, we can shuffle it.
You guys only have one long snapper now, Carson Tigger. How has his recovery process been going, and just sort of where does it seem like he's at right now?
Good. I don't think he's as where he was at prior to the injury, which is normal. That's nothing that that kind of could be expected. So I think he's got to continue to keep working hard, and again, a lot of times East did a nice job. It's just a point of we had to bring in players so we can be able to practice at different positions. With other players coming back. But I think everyone, I don't think you can go into camp and you look and you go, oh gosh, I'm the only one here. I don't have to worry about competition. I think, in this league it shows you if you don't perform well, if you don't practice well, you bring guys in, work them out, and if you think someone's going to be better, you bring them in. I mean, I've told the players that from the beginning. I mean, make no mistake. If you get somebody better to come in and help your football team, you're going to do that. That's just what the league is.
Just looking ahead to Friday, which is as close to...
Which is tough for me.
I know, I understand.
So this is going to be a tough question.
Well, so during the rest of the preseason, there are games to look forward to at the end of the week. Is there anything that you can do for the players to kind of remain motivated when there's not that thing at the end of the week other than going in the stadium? Is there...
Yeah, they can get cut. You know what I'm saying? They can get replaced. I think that... looking for consistency, and you're looking for that in a player. And every time they go out there is an opportunity to show us what they have. So that's what we're expecting them to be able to do, to go out there and compete. And, I look at, some of our more veteran players, guys that have played before. I mean, they're competing their ass off out there. So if those guys are doing it, you better believe everybody better be doing it. But I think that's really the motivation. You have an opportunity, and there's not too many of them. And you got to take advantage of them. When you look at the reps and you break them down, hey, this group may have, as a player, an individual player, you may only have 30 reps that day. You might have 19 reps. You might have, 14. And you better make the most out of them, if you want to be in the mix and in the competition.
Has Blake been as consistent as you to start camp?
I mean, it's, he's, just working on getting better every day. That's what we have to do. Like I said, it's off to, he's got off to a good start, and you can see where he's a little bit ahead of where he's been in the past, which is, again, that should be normal. But we're looking for, for him to make great strides, and he's working hard at it. And I think that it's the same thing. It's hard for me because it's just like I told the team this the other night. One of my deals is, hey, don't confuse effort with results. And it's a result-oriented business. So it's very difficult to to say, okay, hey, here's what this is, here's what this is, until they actually start playing, because that's what really counts, and that gets weighted more than anything else. So, you know, for us, yeah, we're doing the things, we're trying, you know, we're getting better, working on things, but never lose sight that, you know, we have a way to practice, and people will say, hey, we're relying on this process. But make no mistake about it, it's about winning football games, you know, and that's the one thing that we keep saying. You know, don't think if you just go through the process, you're going to win football games. You've got to go out there and perform, you know what I'm saying, on that day to win. You know, just going through the process doesn't mean you're going to be successful. You know, you've got to be able to get the results that you need.
In your experience,
Like that one, those two.
So it was a good one, Doug.
in your experience, how effective is that piped-in crowd noise that you guys have used?
Yeah, we came in a little earlier this year, you know, because we felt that, you know, a little bit more, you know, obviously second year in the system. Last year, I think maybe we brought it into a little bit later, but I just wanted to get it in early, so we were able to get that in early, the crowd noise.
Cook, the rookie punter, responded to that, as well as the kickoff duties and punting.
Yeah, I don't do the noise necessarily for the punter. I really did it for the communication up front and see what happens there. So I think he's coming along well. You know, obviously we've got a ways to go, but you know he's working hard. He's doing a nice job.
Looking ahead just a little bit here. I know you hate to do
Oh,
that.
there we go. No, you guys are killing me.
But I think you're
trying to focus on 2 o'clock today.
But I think you touched on this the other day. The officials, I think, come in later in the week to work with you guys. Wednesday and Thursday and Friday for the scrims as well. How does that help when they're on the field with you guys, and how often do you get to meet with them during the day and the team and all that?
Yeah, I mean, we tend to use them quite a bit. So, you know, we'll have tapes made up of things that have occurred in the last couple of days that, you know, maybe we're not sure which way it would go. So we'll bring the officials in, look at that, and get some clarity on that. This way, I think it serves a great purpose for us, because obviously we want to teach our players to play within the rules and knowing what to do. So, you know, you're bringing in the people that are going to do it. I think that, you know, they'll come in, they'll talk about rules. Hopefully they'll have some tapes to show our players. You know, the helmet use, obviously, is something that we've talked about. So I think they can give some clarity on that, you know, especially from the players' end. You know, if the players ask me a question about officiating, you know, I can tell them the rule, but I can't tell them if that's going to be called or not be called. So I think that's something I think all players and coaches, that's what we're looking to see. And I think as you're doing that, they can go from room to room, and we rotate them around, you know, with our rooms and special teams. You know, I think they give great insight to those players, and our players have asked good questions in the past. And, you know, those are the ones that can answer those questions. And I think they do a good job of that. So, you know, I look forward to it. I'm excited about it. You know, we haven't had a referee here in a couple of years. So John Perry's coming, you know, who's a referee. So I think that was important for us, yeah.
How did you feel like the young receivers responded yesterday with Moncrief and Leon?
Yeah, I thought they did a great job, really good job. I mean, I see, you know, all of a sudden you're like, again, more opportunities, and you know, you see like, you know, Smelter out there, Crockett out there. You're like, whoa, okay, and they're starting to make some plays. You know, and I think DJ had a good day. You know, DD's been practicing well, so those guys have opportunities, and people are taking notice of it.
Thanks, Doug.
All right, I'll see you guys. I'll be down with the O-line.